Okay, so for the cooking of the scallops, here I have size 10-20 dry sea scallops. That just means there's in between 10 and 20 scallops per pound. You want to make sure they're dry sea scallops. That means they weren't soaked in any kind of salt liquid or anything, so fresh dry sea scallops. I'm just going to go ahead and pat them dry just to get that little bit of extra moisture off of them. I'm going to go ahead and season up both sides with salt and some pepper. So the key with scallops is you want to start in a hot pan just to get that initial sear, and then we're going to turn them down, and as you'll see, we're going to cook about 80% of the scallop on one side and then just baste them the rest of the way and let them rest. So the key is with fish, I treat fish very much like I treat a meat protein. So you want an initial sear in them, and then I'm going to bring it down and really just get some nice caramelization. And then when they're about 60% to where I want them, which I want these scallops about medium rare to medium, I'm going to baste them with some whole butter that I'm going to lightly brown, some garlic, and some thyme. So the scallops, again, you can see kind of around the edge of the scallop where they start to get some caramelization. Just that natural sugar and sweetness in the scallop starts to brown. This is when I'm going to turn down the temperature to a low medium flame. What I'm going to do is going to take one garlic clove and I'm going to smash it and add that to the pan. I'm going to take some fresh thyme. That goes in also. I'm going to take some whole butter. Okay, so I just want to brown the butter. You're going to get that nice, there's going to be a nice brown foam to it. You get the nice nuttiness of the butter. And then we're infusing the fat with the garlic and the fresh thyme flavor. So once that butter begins to foam, I'm going to go ahead and turn the scallops. And at this point, with scallops of this size, I'm going to finish them off of the flame. See, the butter is browned nicely. The garlic is just toasted. It's taking that raw flavor out. I'm going to let these carry to medium rare off of the flame. It's nice, you want to get some of the herbs and the garlic right over the scallops as you baste them. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off of the fire. So I'm going to go ahead and put these onto a plate, and I'm going to rest them. Again, just like we would do with a piece of meat, because that process is going to continue to cook. So I'm just going to take some of that butter, garlic, thyme, and put those off into the side. We want to let them rest for about 2 to 3 minutes before we plate. So for our corn sauce, we've had the corn stock simmering for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and strain the broth into our blender. Then I'm going to add our charred corn. Okay, so I'm going to blend this with some whole butter. Okay. So you can see the ingredients that we put in they're very few. I really want the fresh corn to be the main ingredient with this sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this through a fine chinois.